So, good morning. Good morning, peoples. Sunday morning. What are we doing? Well. Let's find out what we do today. First, I think I have to make a bit of room here. And then, well, let's see what we will do today. The other day I painted the streets, did it, and yeah, it looks not that bad. I think we can work with that. I think this we can add here. This we take on the side. Because I think today we will work on this boy here. Yes. Maybe like this. So, I think today we will add some plaster. Yes, we will add some Mifo shape on this one. So that means we will form the first part of the landscape. And for this I take this street on the side. Because this street we need to put some weathering on and everything. So yeah. So for the question is, what do we need? We will need. Do we need the small or the big? Small or big one? I think we take the big one. It's better. Then let's put this to the side for now. And then we need also this one. So yeah, this, then we need a bag full of Mifo shape. And now I have to get some water. So we have the water. We have the back, we have this one, we have that. We need the glue. Glue is here. Okie dokie. So that means we take a sip of coffee. Put this stuff to the side. And then we open the bag. And it's resealed. So this bag can be resealed, that's great. And you also have a small cup to take out the Me for Shape. And I have to say, Me for Shape, this stuff is really awesome. It's great to work with. It's pretty fine. We will start with this much. So, then we take the bag to the side. Now we have the Me for Shape in it. Now what I'm doing is I add a little bit of white glue. Why? Because it helps the, I think it's called viscosity of the Me for Shape and for the build itself. So this helps a bit. Then we put in some water and start to mix up. Then you can see we need more water. So, and now it has the perfect consistency. And that means we can start. So first I will try to add something here, because here I will make a rock face out of the Me for Shape. So something like this. And I think it starts to set around 20 minutes. But it takes, well, depends on how much you put on. It needs a bit more time to set. But we can give it a rough shape. Something like this. And you can start to carve out something that looks like a rock. And when it starts to settle, and you can work better and carve out better. So we need to just watch here because of the bridge. And of course there will also be the train track. So something like this. Maybe we can make here. And of course we will add more, we will add some ground cover. But on this side I will try to build. Guten Morgen, Oliver, good morning. So on this side I will try to build a rock face, and on this side it will be more with grass and not that much stone. So where's the bridge? Just to see that I don't cover up too much. Yes, that means we can start build up on the other side. And that's normally my workflow. I start by adding just the Mifa shape to the surface, and from there we start to model. Now here we need a little more, because here on this side you'll have to add maybe we will make a rock face also here. And it looks like I need more Mifa shape here. Because if you put on more here, then you can better carve out rocks or stuff. So that means we have to make some more. No, we need some more. But that's no problem. We can do more. I mean, we also have to fill in the backside. Sorry. again. We add the glue. It's normal white glue in a big bottle because we need a lot. It looks like we did the perfect amount of water. Put the perfect amount of water in it. So I will finish here because we still have to put in the track and the track bed. So we will wait till we add the stuff there. So now we almost have perfect here, but I will add a little more here, because then we can carve out a little stone wall. Or no, not a stone wall. We will carve out a little more rocks. And something like this. And this is just the start. Afterwards we will start to carve out this thing with some carving tools, but it should be the beginning, no? Here we will add some ground cover and everything. Then we should be fine. So that means we can turn it around. Here we will maybe then add just some grass, maybe a bush. Maybe a tree. And when we have added all the ground cover, then it should look good. That's the goal. Here is not that much space, so maybe try to do something like this. So, and then it's almost done. We covered up everything. That means we can take out the bridge again. And so we have some left. And we don't want to waste stuff, so the question is maybe here a little more. Something like this. Cover up here, because here we have a not so good looking part. But that added, it looks better. And as you can see, you can do pretty easy work with that Mifa shape. Not sponsored, but I have to say I really like this stuff to work with. So, okay, and now I shortly go clean this. We'll be right back. So, I forgot the stuff. So, last sip of the almost cold coffee. And now it's all clean again, so this can dry. And then I have some tools to work with to try to shape some rock faces out of here. Some more here. So we can work with all this stuff, and normally you should clean your things because otherwise you can't work. And I just try to create something that maybe looks like a rock face. I mean, we will have to color it, everything, that's for sure, and then you maybe get those stone looks. But we also have to let it settle a bit more because at the moment it's still pretty dewy. So we can just do the little things. Maybe carve out some lines, and now you could almost press them a bit down. Or in. Something like this. And yeah. And that's the satisfying work, I would say, because take your time, you have to take your time, then you can create some shapes and put on stuff there and there. Then you see, oh, you can, maybe we can make there a little curve, or put something a little more down here, push it a little back, push it from the top a bit, push in here, so we have here a stone, and yeah, from there you can go. But I now have to clean this somehow. This works. Yeah. Now it's clean again. So, and here we will add, I don't know, can you see it? Yes, you can see it here. I will add some small parts, maybe some grass tufts, put in here. I have to put in some ground cover around here. And also here I will put in some ground cover, and over here I will put in dirt. I think I will go with the dirt because it's easier over here, and here it's almost flat. Maybe I can add some small, not hills, some I don't know what's called, bumps. Maybe we say them bumps, so that it's not all totally flat. But I will also add here grass, and yeah, here I will try to add static grass. I mean, this should easily work. Put away stuff from the, and maybe later we can also airbrush the bridge, because as you can see, the bridge is just glued together. That's it. So we still have to color it and weather it, because then we can put in the bridge here and glue it in place, but after we finished all the stuff in here. And I think here I also will add a little bit more ground cover, and maybe also some grass in it, and then we will pour some resin in, because here this is a water channel, so this will be a water feature where the water is where a small stream, well, compare it to the street, it's almost 3 meters wide, I would say, around 3 meters. So it's a, yeah, it's a stream. It is a stream. So, and because it's not that warm down here where I'm building my model railroad and everything, it takes a little longer to set, but there is already some how do you call, some color separation. That means it is drying, so that's a good sign. And I mean, we can all cover up things with ground cover, so this should not be a problem. So, something like this. Maybe we can add question always is, with so small details, will you see it in the end? You never know, but put it there. This will be a nice looking stone. And why why I'm doing this is because on my layout, on the HO layout, I already covered a big part of it with Mevo shape. Also on the N scale layout, I have a big part already covered with Mevo shape. But now I want to try out the coloring of the Mevo shape, so how it will react to different colors, because when it's dry, now it's almost gray, and when it's dried out, then it's white. So then you can add the colors and everything, So that should not be a problem, but I still want to try it out first on a small diorama where I can try out stuff, and then when I'm done with this and I see how it reacts and how everything works, then from there we can go further. That's the idea. Sorry, I heard something upstairs, and that was a bit weird because today it's only me and the cat. But I think she's again running around, so that's why I heard some noise. So yeah, now we have to wait till it's settled. Wait, I have to check something. Oh. Wait, I have to edit something. So yeah, now it should be correct. So, sorry, I'm back. So, what can we do now till this settles a little more? Well, we can put this aside, and then there's always the problem, put it where? We will put it back there. So here it can sit and dry, and now we can try to work a little on this street and try out some weathering. That means first we will have a look at all these Uptilon 502 pigments, and we have the rust and exhaust. I don't think this will be needed here, because also in the back it's written what is inside. So we have light rust, standard rust, ochre rust, and old rust. So nothing for a street. Then we have the urban textures and buildings pigment set. We have concrete, we have brick dust, we have old brick red, and we have rubble dust. I think here we will find some stuff. And then we have tracks and lower parts. In here we have burnt grease, gunmetal, rubble dust, and track dust. So, and oh, that's a, no, it's the same. It's just a little, the color is a bit different, at least here. So let's see. Okay. We have here, we have the brick dust, and here we have the old brick red. So those two we don't need. And where is the rest? Oh, over here. Because those two I already used for a street. And now I want to see rubble dust, concrete. In here we also should have rubble dust. Yeah, it's the same. Burnt grease, gunmetal, track rust, and what is this? Burnt grease. I don't think we need those. I think we will work with these two, rubble dust and with concrete and rubble dust. So that means we have those two here, and I can put this aside, and then I have a small I don't know, paint ads thingy. And somewhere I should have dry brushes, and also those are from AK, not sponsored, but look at these beauties. Those are dry brush pencils, and they are great to dry brush stuff, but I don't think they're great to work on a street. Maybe with the 2mm, because this street is in N scale. We have to remember. So that means normally I just start and put some stuff on it, and we will try, and it's always try and error, we will try to make some lines, and some track lines, some lines for the streets. And I always do it a little different from time to time, and here I can see that this will be a funny part, but you can already see a small line, because normally the streets have different colors, where the tracks go from the wheels and everything. So in the end it will be just a little sorry. Maybe I also will add some oil points, maybe there was a truck that did lose some oil. Now I will try to open up the lines a bit. So that it is not everywhere the same. So maybe something like this. And in the end I will just over it and put the stuff that is not needed away. Yeah. And that's how we do it. And I think there are many different techniques to add pigments and everything, and I have to say I'm definitely not an expert. I'm just learning. I'm learning all this stuff with weathering, and where I try to learn all this stuff because I will one day I will try to weather all my, at least my HO engines and cars, and but so far I'm a bit scared because my engines are all looking so good, and then don't want to mess them up when I try to weather them. And I weather this street like this because afterwards this street has to be set in place, and from there we can work on the whole rest of it, and there is an underpass, so when this street is in the in its place, then we cannot work on it. Yeah, now we can already see the small lines. It is light, I have to say. It is light, but it makes a difference from the beginning. Try to so something like this. Maybe we can add also here a little. Something like this. And now the question is, will I work with rubble dust. Let's see how it looks. I think this is more for, maybe I can put it a little on the side. Like here. Well, I think this is still tunnel. But this will work because here I think this side here will be covered with Mifo shape when we are building the street in. So here will not be a wall, here will be rocks. And this is also more or less at the end of the layout, so something like this. So, but now we will take the where is it? Gunmetal. We will make some spots on the whole street in gunmetal because I think this will look great. And just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. Something like this. And also over here. And yes, I know in the end you should put on pigment fixer and everything, but I will not do this because when maybe some pigments will go away through the time, I'm not sure, but I'm okay with that. It maybe will also create a little more of the used look, the weathering process. So, and now we have a not so new looking street with some weathering on it, and we also will have to do it on the HO1. There it will be maybe a little more tricky because yeah, it's bigger, and as it gets bigger and bigger you have to add more details, but you can add more details, but you also have to, because otherwise it looks boring. And that's what we try to achieve. What we try to achieve here is great looking modeling. And I can show you a small diorama I built some weeks ago. And here you can see I was at the workshop and the workshop was done by Marcel Ackle, pretty well known guy in the diorama space, and we created this little piece in a day, and yeah, and soon I will make a video about how to create those bushes or how to create trees like this. It's so easy. It really is so easy, but you have to have the idea how to do it. And I will show it to you in a YouTube tutorial. Just want to say that. Yeah, and I'm also working on another diorama here. That's a Lord of the Rings diorama, or will be a Lord of the Rings diorama someday. Yeah, and here I still have to go to the next step, but I don't know really how to go to the next step, so that's why it's sitting up there since weeks and I did nothing on it. So I will just go over here for a second. Oh, come on. Of course, I cannot grab under it here. This was it like this? Not really. This. Like this. Yeah, we will have to work with this. I will come back. We have to take a little here, a little out here. Come on. And of course now I'm grabbing all the pigments. have I put my and I always have not enough space. Always. There's my Stichklotz da. But somehow it will work out. So I will turn it around so you can see me struggling. So you can see me struggle. But now it should work. So, yeah. So now we have the street going down here. And I know it will not fit here, but it's okay. We have to play a little some little mind games. So that means, yeah, and this is the old street where I did mess up with the masking tape. And that's why we have to redo everything. It's the only thing because of that. So what do we do now? I will try to add this again in place. So that means gluing down. Yep. Cat! Yeah, hello! So that means I put this to this side, and then we can maybe work out that I can take the camera over there, but the problem over there is, the problem is I don't know if you can hear me good. So first I need a piece where I can put some glue on. Let's take the glue, this glue on the other side. And this. So like this, and then you try to take the camera over here. Yeah, this should work. So first we will also have to look that this will go under this. Yeah. This works. Also this side to put here. Good. Something like this. Ugh. Yeah, there is a cat on the other side. She's now entering the workspace. So like this. Ja, this should work. Hey, Pussy. Dat heeft iets niet aan goed. Now we have to deal with the cat. We have to deal with the cat. Watch out, people. And of course she wants to play. You see. Wait, here we will do it in the other way. And I have to get smallest. Maybe we can work with that. Because here I have to fill in the gap, and for that I will use this Modellbauspachtel from Bergswerk, because this one is so great to work with, because it's really thin. Oh shit. Sorry. So something like this. Now I have to put this inside. And now we have a fill-in. So like this. Okay, this looks good. Then we can add some glue here. Yeah, that's just some millimeter work, I guess I would call it. And in the back I hear a cat walking on my little railroad. Sometimes it scares me because I don't know if it holds. Okay, she's now on the other side, behind the camera, and I know this will hold. And okay, she's now sitting on a truck. Well, she's sitting on the trailer. No, now she dropped over. Okay, I have to keep an eye on her because over there our diorama is drying. Well, she's just walking around and smelling everything. Yep. So this looks almost nice, almost great. So that means we can put the walls in place again. Whoa. Busy. Psst. Okay, she's now standing on the one diorama I already showed you before, the one I did not finish till now. She's standing on it. Yeah. That's what you have to deal with if you have a cat. And when I did understand my girlfriend correct, there soon will be a second cat. Yay! I'm looking forward to the second cat. I mean, I get it. It's better for a cat that just is inside to have a friend, because we are not at home every day and we have to work, so the cat is sometimes she's alone. That's not really cool for the cat. And so, yeah, I totally understand that. We have to find a way how it works. So this will go here, and now we have to add so this one here. So something like this. This should work. It's not looking perfect, but hey, there is no perfect. I mean, the world is also not perfect. So like this. Tunnel. Yeah. This should work. The truck, will it fit under it? I don't think so. No, but that's okay. It's we won't set up a truck here, so it should work. So that means the street is in. That means we don't have to rush it, but I think I can put this in place here. And then, yes, I will put this in place. Whoa. Because then, later, we can start pudding. I have to eat something. We can start to add the stuff here. This. So, yeah, this will work. This will work. So, oh, now I can look in the camera how it looks, and yeah, I think it works. It works. This will work. So then I can take some plaster rolls. I will work with those here, and I will first cut them. I should have, yeah, I still have some water here, and I have some water there, so then we can put them over here. Oh, this I still have to glue down. Right. So we will first, maybe I will put it a little back, because over here you can't see it because it's right around the corner. Here I will have to add, or I will add a bridge. So here will be a bridge scene. So I will now just build till here, and over this and over that. But here this I can glue down. Something like this. I will cut here a bit away. So, because then I can add this here. I have to cut it a little more. So like this. Yes. Let me take out here more. Because now I had an idea. So, because then I will add this here, so we can make a little rock cliff, whatever wall here. Yep. So that means first I have to take this away, put it here. Because first I have to glue down this one, and we take the big glue. Something like this. Then we have the next one. And the next one will be like this. Yeah. So, and then we have the last one. Was it like this? Yes. Okay, this should work. Maybe we have to, because well, this is not glued down yet. Did I not glue down this? Or maybe, no, I did not glue this part down because of the bridge. Yeah, this will be now funny. And just as you can see, this one here, probably the biggest boxcar I have ever seen. Just so you know. but it's HO scale. So that means now we can cut some of the plasters. We put this stuff away. Oh. So like this. Then we take this from here. And I will cut small pieces. So, like this. Then I will take, I have to close the knife. I will take this water with me over here. Take the truck to the other side. This. So, okay. We can also put this aside. Don't need it now. So that means we have to fill in here all these gaps. Can I put this here somehow? Yeah. Well, let's see. We will find out very soon if it will work. Maybe I just start here. Yeah, this will work. Will need some patience. And I cannot say that's a huge plus on my side. And you have to remember, here we will add also some plaster over it. This is just the start where we add everything. Or at least I try. So here will be tricky in the end, but it should work. Put another one. This one. Maybe I have to cut it in half. So, something like this. And here it will be, yes, and soon as it is dry, here I will add me for shape all over. Me for shape, me for shape, me for shape. Yes. So I will cut this also in half. But it's this thing is great to start and add some stability or to the ground. And that's why we do it like this. Because when it's dry, it's rock solid. This I can tell you. Yeah, you can, but you can hear it. That's a solid part of this. Dried. Because it's just a plaster sheet. And first you put some water on it, and then let it dry. Done. We have some to cut some more. This, and it's almost covered. I need to clean my fingers with some paper. Because when I cut some more of these sheets and then I have wet fingers, it starts to react. And these plaster cloths I got at the normal hobby store, not hobby store, like Hornbach, or we call it we have it in the German part of Europe, Hornbach or Jumbo in Switzerland. You can get those, and they are really cheap. They're really pretty cheap. Now we will have to work here with leaf shape. And then you add all of this here. So just to give a base for the Mifo shape, so we don't have to fill up with tons of Mifo shape. I mean, you could, but then it's also getting pretty heavy, and that we don't want. Because maybe someday when I'm done with this layout, I will sell it. You never know. You never know what you're doing. Well, you know what you're doing, but this. And maybe we can so like this. Here now. We have to cut again. But we don't have to cut that much. Remember, here will all be covered with Mifo shape. Everything will be covered in Mifo shape. But like this, you maybe get an idea where we're going with this part of the layout. Like this. Yeah, this looks almost perfect. I say almost because there is no perfect. And we still have to figure out this side, the cover up, and here, because then we can finish the street, because the street is going till here, so here we are missing around 5 centimeters of street. Great. Did a great job here. But for now, I think this will work. Yep, this will work. I will shortly go clean my fingers. Then I have to take some pictures. Because I also do my blog where I post about this stuff that I have done, working on. So that's this stuff. Then take this away. This. Okay, then I can take the camera back, because over here for now we are done. It has to dry. That means you are back at the workbench. This we can throw away now because we don't need it anymore. Why is here tape? No one knows. So then let's see how this one is going, because here I also need to take some pictures. Because also here I will document every step I have done so far. Well, most of the steps are also captured on video, because I really like to do videos, or now this live streams. I don't know, I think it's my fifth live stream overall. Well, in my vacation I did around 5 of them, so I don't know if this counts, but I think we also last Sunday I did a live stream, and I think it went pretty well. So now it's really drying. That's great, because now you already could carve, but I won't carve, because I think it looks pretty decent, and if we add some ground cover on it, then it should be perfect. Maybe afterwards we can add some earth here, and also on this side. Yeah, I think that's the next step we will do. But that means we have to cover up here. We have some normal masking tape I put over here. I won't press it on the street. And I will cover up the ditch. So when I go over with the how is it called, with the earth stuff, it will not get damaged or put too much earth powder down on it. And I hope this will work. I have to cover up here also, so now you can see it better. Because when I add the ground cover, the brown earth Terra paste from RTS, I use this one. This is almost like it's a bit of a, maybe some glue in it and everything, but it's acrylic, so yeah. And you can also add water to make it thinner or everything, but I think we will stick to this. Now I need an old pencil that is not too big. should have something. Somewhere I should have more of them. Here. What I will cut this one a little down. So now we have a small small brush like this. I cut it down. So and now, as you can see, this is the earth paste, and this is really great to work with because now we just can add it here. And when you push it down like this, it already gives a texture. And you have to try it out a little. You can also paint it like this. And it's a great ground cover. Maybe I should paint from this side so you can see it better. And as you can see, it has a natural texture already, and it covers pretty nice. I can highly recommend this paste. And I puncture it because then you don't have the look of the brush, so it looks more natural. And with that, you have it covered. And on that, you can add then grass or whatever you want. We will put some earth powder on it. And on top of that, we then will add a bit of static grass. So now I have to stand up. So now you see why I added tape over there, because this will be tricky. Because then you don't have it on the wall, and you will get it on the wall, especially if you're like me. And now you have earth. Let's see if we can slide here a bit. So like this. Of course we have to add it also here and here, but I will first let this stuff dry there. And you see, I covered, well, it's not that big of a cover, but I covered it with just the stuff in the top thingy from here. So now I will add some earth powder, and this is also great stuff, because it is real. It is real earth from also RTS, and I think I will add this with specula. Where's the specula? Or maybe I can add with this. And as long as it is wet, it will stick. So like this, and I have to take some more pictures, sorry, because of the progress. And I think the earth is not that cheap, because it's real earth. And this needs a lot of work. To get yep. So put the rest back. This worked well. So this is closed. This goes back like this, and now I think I will because now we let it dry like this. This will be tricky. It should work. Yes. Now we have earth on the street. Let's take another picture. Now we let this all dry. So, and we are almost at the 2-hour mark. So yeah, and now we can let it dry like this. Then afterwards we will take away the stuff that is too much, and then we can work from there. And now I have to see. No, I don't have more. Yeah, so I will shortly go and clean this up. So yeah, I would say we did quite a lot of stuff today. But I think for now, I will call it a day. Or well, for now I will call it a day, because now I will go and have some lunch, and we will have to let it dry anyway, so we have to wait till it's dry. That's also a big part of our hobby, is to wait. And but I think it's coming along pretty nice, looking good. And we also did manage to add the streets on the end scale layout. So, and there we put some plaster in. That means maybe in some hours I can add there some plaster. And yeah, then I still have to paint the bridge. I did not do this now, but maybe I will do this in the afternoon. And yeah, step by step, we're going forward. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in on this Sunday morning with coffee and the diorama. And I would say see you next time. Wish you a great Sunday, and Bye bye.